I thought I'd talk about rejection today. How do you handle rejection? How do you utilize rejection to your benefit and not your detriment? Why are so many guys afraid of this? It's sort of funny because a while back when I used to teach a lot more content or create a lot more content on picking up girls and attracting women, I would get a lot of guys, I get a lot of flack from guys that would say, hey, this is not going to be good for men. You're not going to build a man's confidence by telling him to go out and approach hundreds of women and that maybe he'll get a result 1 out of 300 times, if that's the case. It's just the more that he does that, the more that he's going to become less confident in himself, because the more that women reject him, the more that he's going to think less of himself. It's going to hurt the confidence that he already has, and it's just going to make him in a worse place. And I think that's a horrible way of thinking about things. And the reason why is because it's a misunderstanding, right, of what your actual goal is, right? So let me tell you this, all right? As a man, what you really want to accomplish, what you really want to be doing here is not to validate yourself with women. You don't want to validate that you're attractive to women. That's not the goal of this. If you seek that, good luck, because, hey, you go out and talk to women, most guys, you're going to get rejected most of the time. Even the best looking guy in the world, a lot of times she's going to have a boyfriend. A lot of times she might not be interested for whatever reason. You're not going to get a result every time, right? And if you are the best looking guy in the world, you already know that. You don't need you don't need to get your confidence boosted in that area. But if you're not, you don't need to put it on the line, because you don't have to be the best looking guy in the world, and you're not going to be. And that's fine, right? All you need to do is have some degree of success with women, a degree that you're happy with, right? And again, it's not that difficult to do. But the problem becomes this. You go out and let's say that you go and you approach women and you talk to them, and you do this for the purpose of getting a result, of seeking validation, of proving to yourself that women are attracted to you or that this will work. It's the wrong reason, because it is still seeking validation. And here's what's going to happen when you do this. First of all, you're going to bring that into your interaction. If I go up and I talk to you, and let's say that you're a millionaire, all right? But if I go up and talk to you and I know that you're a multimillionaire or a billionaire, let's say you're a billionaire, all right? Or you're famous billionaire. And I'm coming from this place of desperation. If I have this idea in my mind that I need you to like me and that I want you to give me money, it's going to come across however I talk to you. I could talk to a bunch of different billionaires, and every time it's going to come across the same way, because I can't hide that. I can say words, but I can't hide that. And so when you're talking to women and you are reeking of desperation, of neediness, if you're trying to seek validation, it's going to come across and it's going to diminish your results. But the real reason why you should be doing this is to build yourself up, to inoculate yourself against rejection. Because the real purpose behind this is that the more that you're rejected, the more that you realize that rejection does not kill you, that you can handle rejection. You become stronger. And what happens is that you start to not seek the validation of women, but of other people in general, and you start using your own judgment. It's not a question of whether a woman likes you or not, or finds you attractive. It's whether you like you, or whether you think that you're attractive, or whether you have a positive judgment of yourself, right? See, when you subject yourself to the judgments of others, and you find that a lot of people are not going to give you the answer that you want, then you have to start to re-examine. You have to start to say, wait a minute, John, maybe I don't give a fuck what other people think. Maybe I don't care what this person thinks. I'm so used to this that doesn't matter. They don't know me. They don't have the same value system. They're judging me by their value system, not by mine. I care about my value system, right? You have to be the best version of yourself. And that's the version that you want to be, not the version that other people want you to be. And when you start doing that, what you're going to find is that you're going to come across more authentically. And when you come across more authentically, you're going to have more success because people like people who like themselves. I'll say that again. People like people who like themselves. If you don't like yourself, I'm not going to like you either. So the whole point of this is to face rejection for the purpose of actually building your confidence by way of removing the need for external validation. Because I'll tell you what, if you went out and you talked to women and you didn't get rejected, would it build your confidence? It would build your false confidence because it would entrench you even deeper into seeking the approval and validation of others because now that's your approval source. And this happens to a lot of guys. At one point, I succumbed to this myself, where once I started having success with women, then I started basing my entire value off of that, which is weird. You cling to that thing. You're like, oh, wow, okay, this is who I am now. I am this guy. But the problem with being that guy is what happens if something changes, or what happens if you can't get that anymore, or what happens if you get older, or what a million things can happen, or you just have a streak of bad luck. Now you're going to get down on yourself. Now you are going to beat yourself up because you've tied your identity to that thing. Now you might be asking yourself right now, if you've been watching this channel for a while, John, why are you on this channel? Didn't you say this channel is coming to an end and you're starting a new YouTube channel? And well, I did. And I started actually 2 or 3 new YouTube channels, really 4 if you count my Better Than Perfect podcast with my wife. But I decided to come back here for a little bit to test out some videos on this channel and see how things will go. Because on the new channel where I'm doing these kind of uncut videos, there's not very many views on there. Views isn't the whole thing. Again, you might say, oh, John, are you seeking external validation there? No, but I am running a business and I am trying to get my message out. And I do have a channel with 370,000 subscribers. And so if the videos end up doing better here, then it makes more sense. I mean, originally I created that other channel because I thought, okay, well, if I just create the kind of videos that I want and I have the right people joining, and the algorithm will kind of figure that out. And instead of having all these subscribers and most people don't watch the videos, I would have few subscribers, but most people watch all the videos. It hasn't seemed to work out that way. It still seems like these videos will do better. So I'll test. I'm testing right now. I'm on both channels. I've got a premium channel where I create high quality content that I am editing myself, having some fun, creating more video essays and stuff like that. But anyway, that's just kind of the update. And, there's no rules to this. I realized I was like, I can do what I want. I can create some videos on this channel and some videos on the other channel and see what happens and see which one I want to stick with. And that's what I'm going to do. But remember what I said about the rejection thing. I think this is really important to understand that you need to face rejection as a man. And the purpose of it is to remove the need for external validation. Because as you go out and you face the rejection, you're going to realize that you cannot tie your worth to the approval of others, because most of the time you're not going to get it. And when you do that, and when you have that in mind, you're going to grow. If you have the mindset, like I said before, of, oh, I'm going to test to see if this works, or I'm trying to get this result, which again, I'm not saying that you shouldn't try to get some kind of result. That's ultimately what you're trying to do. But that's not why you're doing this. Right. And part of the thing that you also have to think about with this as well, and again, maybe this doesn't apply to you in terms of talking to women, and that's fine. You can still apply it in a different domain, but get the concept here of facing rejection. But part of what you're trying to do as well here is that, or the reason why you're doing this is because it's for you. You should feel good about having the courage to overcome the fear and doing that thing. And that's a win every time. Every time you go and you see a girl and you're attracted to her and you go up and you talk to her, even if she totally rejects you, whatever, I don't even believe rejection is a thing. That's a whole nother topic as to why you can only reject yourself. But even if that happens, if you did that and you overcame that fear, you got some balls. Good job. You keep on doing that. You keep on going, pushing yourself in the direction of fear, putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. What do you think is going to happen to a person who continues to put themselves into uncomfortable situations day after day, time after time? What do you think is going to happen to that person? You think that person is going to grow? Absolutely. Absolutely they will. So That's what you got to do. Check out the Bulldog Mindset membership if you haven't already. I've got my financial freedom program starting up again. You can get in there, learn how to make passive income, to set yourself up for the future, teaching people how to build businesses, invest in real estate, all of those things. If you're interested in that, just DM me the word freedom or actually DM me the word YouTube on Instagram. And I'll see you next time.